Hey there everybody, welcome back to my channel. Firstly, channel update. We passed 50 subscribers and I know that sounds like a joke, but I am extremely glad to know that there are people actually watching me and hopefully learning something along the way. The main reason I made this channel was because I wanted people to learn programming without doubting their intellect. Something that school often does is make a topic too boring for it to be taken seriously, and so I want to make short but informative videos that rely on my audience's feedback. Next, I am working on a website where I will document my code and put some fun projects. It will all be free and I will make it in such a way that someday my subscribers can upload their projects there as well. This will take some time, but whenever it's out, I will update you. Also, I might live stream the making process, at least for the UI part. Anyway, in today's video, I would like to start a new series and conclude the old one. In this one, we will extensively use JavaScript and make a few projects. My goal is to get you up and running with how you can use JavaScript to manipulate stuff in the DOM. To get started, create a folder and open it in VS Code. In this folder, make an index.html file, then type exclamation and press enter. This will generate a template for you to work with. Now, go to the body tag and make a script element in there. This is where you can write JavaScript. So begin by typing console.log hello world. If you open this code in your browser and head to your console, you will see hello world printed. Now I want to make it so that hello world gets printed only when I want it to. So to do that, create a function with the name call and put the console log statement in there. Now, if you go to your console and type call with brackets, it will print hello world. You can also get the same results by typing call in your JavaScript. Let's play around with some HTML. Create an HTML tag with its ID set to name. You can put text into it by typing document.getElementById name.innerHTML equals something. GetElementById is a method provided to you by the DOM for you to call an element with a specified ID into your JavaScript. And once you call the element, you can manipulate its properties. That is what the inner HTML part does. If you save this, your browser will now render hello world in the h1 tag. Now, let's create a counter. Start by defining a variable called count and set it to 0. In your call function, increment the count's value by 1. So every time you call it, count will go up by 1. And now, assign count's value to the h1 tag. Every time you execute the call function, it will increment the value shown on the h1 tag. Since we have gotten this far, let's also make a UI element. Start by making a button tag below the h1 tag. Now we need to handle the click event. So type onClick and assign it the value call. Now every time you click the button, the value will go up. You can also play around with other events like onMouseOver, which will execute every time the mouse is on top of the button element. You can assign these events to any element you want as well. Now as a finale, make an input tag between h1 and button. I want the h1 tag to get its value from the input box. You can do that by setting h1's inner HTML to input's value. And that works perfectly. By now, I have given you all the tools you will need to get started with JavaScript. In the next video, I will show you how to simplify your workflow and create elements through JavaScript. Remember, the entire purpose of this series is to divide and conquer. We will create snippets of code, and by the end of it, we will have a functional website. Also, if you want to test out what you just learned, you can try to create a calculator, where you take two numbers as inputs for a function, then print it out in your HTML, or something like that. If you like this video and want more of it, do subscribe. If you have any suggestions, you can leave a comment. I do read them. If you think that there is someone who would benefit a lot by watching my videos, you should share this video with them.